2024 was an impactful year. I told myself at the beginning of the year I would commit and take risks. And I did just that. 2024 video. I bought a film. 2024.
We're gonna get out of my comfort zone.
In Japan now.
Oh yeah.
Hi, my name is Mark. I'm a 19-year-old freelance creative, and I'm gonna show you a little recap of my first year as a freelance creative. To make this recap simple, we're gonna do this through quarters. Starting with quarter one, it was a bit slow, but I would really define it as the quarter to build a foundation for my goals. For some stats, I posted 4 times in Q1, which was already more than the amount of times I posted in the previous year, and I feel like that says a lot. Now as for the freelancing side, I got no gigs, but I did make the first step of contacting 8 clients. Half of them responded, just nothing really pulled through. Q2 rolls by, and this is where I had my first breakthrough. I continued my strong push on YouTube with 5 uploads in Q2, and I just found out that was equivalent to the amount of times I posted from August 2021 to August 2023. I was definitely slacking back then. And I also hit a milestone of 3,000 subscribers, which continues to grow today. While all this was taking place, I had some news for my freelancing side. I landed my first gig. It was unpaid, however, we all have to start somewhere. I landed this gig at a local coffee shop through Instagram DM, which I would contact 3 to 5 businesses every single day, hoping somebody would get back to me. For this gig, the goal was to make a promotional video for the newest seasonal drink. To be completely transparent, the lighting wasn't that good in there and the barista bar was pretty small. So I kind of had a tough time like finding angles and just having really good lighting for what I was shooting. However, in the end, they did like the video, and now begins the domino effect. Through this gig, my network expanded to a company who essentially handles all the events for the city. Following that, I secured 2 paid gigs covering events, which were a great addition to my portfolio. It's not quite over for quarter 2 yet. Through my strategy of contacting 3 to 5 businesses and now events a day, I landed another gig at a Filipino American event. This was a pretty insane experience because I teamed up with a group of highly skilled videographers. They made videos for artists like Kari, Blast, Pilo, and the list goes on. Just thinking about it was kind of crazy how I ended up working with them. Q3 started off with a big achievement of getting monetized on YouTube, as well as having my first 100K video. I once again posted 5 times in this quarter, and I really hope I can keep this consistency in 2025. For gigs, I landed an unpaid shoot with the basketball team of Prolific Prep. They're a big team as they drafted players such as Gary Trent Jr. and Jalen Green and much more. I didn't just film alone, I filmed with my good friend Teo. We filmed a promotion for their big man prep, basically promoting that they're a great program for forwards and centers to go to. And again, to be completely honest, the promotional video we created was not used. There was just a lot of complications in revisions and just the amount of time that it would take to be able to do so. But at the very least, Teo and I's clips did end up on the Ballast Life channel for a prank we filmed for the team.
If you can't open that, then we got a long way to go, so we'll see.
At last, Q4. My channel has surpassed 4,000 subscribers, and that video that hit 100K earlier, well, it's at 300K. I posted 4 times this quarter, which sums it up to 18 uploads this year, and my initial goal was 12, which would be a post per month. Freelance work unfortunately slowed down a lot since I'm not affiliated with the company that originally gave me the events to do earlier this year. That's because they found someone new, since I couldn't make it to one of the events due to being out of the country. So I had 2 unpaid gigs. One was for my friend's lemonade stand business and his friend's event. A little bonus for this whole recap is creative meets. I attended 5 this year. It was through these meets where I was able to build a network and learn a bunch of new things from like-minded people. This, I would say, was one of the most key parts in maturing as a creative, especially since I started off the year as a really closed off and introverted person. However, that big step out of my comfort zone from the first creative meet all the way to the last led to a variety of opportunities down the road. To sum my first year up, I gained over 3,000 subscribers through 18 uploads, got monetized, and I got my first 100K video, which is now at 300K. For my freelance videography, I landed 8 gigs, which half of them were paid. And lastly, I took a big step out of my comfort zone through creative meets in the Bay Area. Ever since I started taking this creative journey more seriously at the beginning of 2024, it definitely took time. What truly set this year apart from my previous years as a so-called creator was my willingness to show up and try. When opportunities came, I would try my best not to hesitate, but I would take them right away. I highly encourage you to do the same as well, whether you're a creator or not. because a lot of growth takes place when you take that big step out of your comfort zone. With the new year finally here, I plan on building on that foundation I built in 2024. I would also love to hear about what your guys' goals are, so make sure you leave a comment on that, and I'll see you guys in my next video.